Hey everyone, in this video I wanted to teach you how to use Figma. Figma is an app online that you can use to create graphics. It's mainly used for UX design or website design. That's what I used it for back in my 9-to-5, so I'm very familiar with it. It's not made for designing t-shirts, although you can use it for designing t-shirts. And one thing that's really great about it is that it's completely free. You can make as many designs as you want on it. So this is a great app if you're looking for something that you need to put things together, maybe some art from Creative Fabrica and some text, and it's free. So I'll get into it. I'll give a full tutorial in this video. I'll go step by step. I'm not going to cover everything it does because it does a lot of things, but I'll cover all the basics that you'll need to create a t-shirt design. So here we are on Figma's homepage, figma.com. You can see if we scroll down, it is built for like web pages or app design or UX design, right? So you can see it does prototyping, really cool and everything, and it's just made for teams to use. But what's really cool about it, if we go to pricing, is it's free for an individual. So these team ones where you kind of collaborate together and work as a team, that's the one that costs a monthly fee. If you're just doing this by yourself, creating designs by yourself, you have unlimited personal drafts, unlimited amount of space that you can use for your designs, which is really cool and is a great way to start. I'm not going to get into FigJam. That's another one that you're going to use as a collaboration and things. I think you get 3 though in there that you can use for yourself. Yeah, it's mainly made for that, but I'm going to show you how to use some of the other ones. So I'm going to go back here to the home page, just scroll down. Maybe there's some other things. Yeah, made for designers, like app design, see that, UI design, UX design, and so on. So it can do all of that if that's what you're going to need it for, but you can get started for free. So I'm going to log in. I already have an account. If you don't have an account, you would click here, get started for free, sign up, basically just your name and password, and that's all you need, and get logged in. So I'm going to log in myself and then show you what the next screen is. All right, so when you're logged in, you're going to see something similar to this. You may not have these 3 here, but I think these 2 are here. And I'm going to show you what is on the left side here. So there's my team, Juna's team. I'm not in a team, but that's what it's called. Here's where you do your drafts. Again, you have unlimited drafts here. I can add a new file here. I can also add it here. Here's projects. This is where you only get 3. So the projects are the ones that you're sharing with a team. And then trash, you can just drag things in the trash. So ready to go beyond the free plan. It's going to tell you what the different plans are here. And this is a team project if you need one. All right. Here's how you can import stuff. I should have gone from the left. Here's where the new design file, new FigJam board. We're not going to go into that. New slide deck. You could do that. I'm not going to show you that. And import your stuff. And you can see I made a few files here already, but I'm going to just do a new one. And you can click here, obviously, but I'm going to do this one too. So new file, I'm going to click here. We're going to do a new design file right here, which is the same as that one. Not FigJam board or slide deck, which is up here as well. So I'm just going to do a new design file. And it's going to open up now. That you can see this is all online for free. You don't have to download anything. It's just on your browser. So I'm using the Chrome browser, but it works on any browser that you have. So I'm going to go over what's on the left side first, then these down here on the bottom, and then what's on the right, and kind of explain everything that's there. So first things first, you have an untitled file right now. So I'm going to do let's see, t-shirt design. Now, you probably will call it whatever your t-shirt design is about, but I don't know what it's about yet, so we can come in here and change that to anytime we want. And this is the free drafts, great. We have assets here. It comes with some assets, but you can add more if you want to. We're not going to get into that, but they have some libraries where you can put graphics in here. You can see this is mainly the graphics here are for UI. Again, this is for website design, mobile design, and all of that. So a lot of these are made for that. And if you come in here, you can use some of those. Mainly you want to do this file here, and you can do as many pages as you want. So each page is going to be a different file, and you can go into different pages. You can have these have multiple pages, and That's probably where I would put all my designs. Like I would put t-shirt designs, or maybe this is a certain niche or whatever, and I can add different pages to it. You can also call the pages whatever you want. So this is, I can call it like t-shirt one, you know, idea or whatever. That's good. And you can add multiple pages by clicking this plus button. You can see there's another one here. Of course, there's both blank, but if I added to it, you would see the different switching between the two different things. And this is where the layers are. There's nothing on my artboard or even a artboard on it right now, but as I add things, you'll see things in this layer file. So we'll come back to that. All right, coming down here to the bottom, we have the move tool. And if we click on this to more tools, we have move, hand, and scale. Now, I can't show you doing anything because we don't have anything here. Really, I think this should have been the first one, but this is frame. So frame here, I'm gonna add a frame. Now, when you click on frame, you'll see on the right side that there's some basic frames already here. So if you obviously doing mobile and design and UI design, you're gonna want some frames that are the size of phones. So they have that all here, or tablets. You can see this is made for desktop and presentation files if you're doing that, video files. You even have some for paper if you're doing things for print, and social media sizes. They have that here as well. And Figma, community, and archive. This is just all of them together. So, or a lot of them together. So I'm going to make one that is, you can also make your own. So I'm going to come in here on this Figma thing, and you can see I just clicked on it and it did 100 by 100, but I can scale it up like this, and you'll notice on the right side there's layout. So I can come in here and do 4500 by 5400, right? Oops, I did not click that right. 5400. There you go. And you can see it's zoomed in, but if I hold down Option and do my scroll wheel, well, hold down Command and do my scroll wheel, you can see I can scroll in and out here. And this again was, so now we can do some of these things. So move, well actually there's nothing in there. We can do the hand to move the whole thing. So that's what that hand was there for. And scale, so if I want to scale this, for example, I can scale it down and it will keep it proportional to it. And I can come back here and change it, or I could do Command Z and let's see. Yeah, so Command Z works here as well. A lot of the presets that we know, Command Z and Command Shift Z does the opposite. So Command Z is undo, Command Shift Z is redo. So, but we're back. You can see here 4500 by 5400. What else is in this other one? So section, actually I don't know. Yeah, you can make a section within one. I don't think you need to know how to do that. And slice, you can slice things up for UI and UX, for websites and knowing what to do. So you basically don't need these two if you're just doing t-shirt design. Next are shapes. So you have your basic rectangle. I'm going to do that. Just click on rectangle and you can draw it. Let's see, line, of course, click, got line, and I can just draw a line like that. Let's see, I'm clicking and dragging arrow. You click and drag, and you can see some things for the arrow, the weight, the stroke over here on the right. Same thing with the line. All of the things that relate to the object that you picked are on the right. So you'll notice that they're going to change. So if I have the square here selected or the rectangle, you can see all of these things, where it is, the position, how big it is, the appearance, and all of that. When I click on line, here you can see that it knows it's a line and tells you all the things that it is. And same thing with arrow. Let's see what else we got here. Ellipse, right? It will say ellipse and everything on that side. Polygon, it has 3 sides, but I believe on here, yeah, you can do more. So I put 5 in there, and now it's a 5-sided polygon, right? This count. So that can change it. The color, the fill, right now it's gray, but I can make it any color. and so on. Let's see what else we have. Star. So we got the star here. That also you can change to whatever, however many pointed stars. I did 7 here or 12, so that's very powerful here. And you can change the angle of it, or even the corner. Right now, the corner radius is 0, but if I turn it to like 20, check it out. It like rounds it right here. So you can round corners and everything in there. And image video, it asks me to pick one. So I can import stuff right there. And let's see, I got this SVG and this PNG. I'm gonna try this PNG and see what happens. So there's the PNG. And it's in a frame. Ah, there we go. There's my PNG. You can bring PNGs in. Let's see what happens when I drag in an SVG. Here, SVG. Okay. Oh, I can color my, oh, maybe not that. Hold on, undo. Selection colors, maybe this is the one. Yeah, so I can color my SVG. That's pretty cool. Wow, all right, so that's cool. Let's see, I got text here. I'm gonna get rid of all these right here. So I can select, whoops, I think I did that wrong. I'm gonna select this and this. Can I select by dragging? Yeah, so make sure that you're on the tool, the, what do we call it? The move tool. And if you want to select more than one, just hover over or grab, you know, drag over those two. All right, oh, we had that white thing there. Let's see if is there anything else in here. Oh, I forgot to say, look, you have the layers. In the layers, in my frame, we have this artboard 1, yeah. Let's see, is that this one? This is Book of Flowers. This is artboard 1, we're calling it. So I'm gonna call it 100% natural, just so we know that that's it. And I guess, yeah, it brought in all the groups because it's a vector. Look at that. So all of it, if it was multicolor, you would see the different ones. But you can come in here and select just a specific one of these because it's vector, the SVG, and I can just change the color on that. Isn't that cool? So if you have a SVG, you can use that. And these are from, this one was from Creative Fabrica, and Creative Fabrica, this isn't from Creative Fabrica, but they have some SVGs. So if you use that there, I'm gonna pull it outside of my frame, and then you'll see now, you can see it's above the frame in the layers. So nothing is in the frame on here, but we will put some text. So I'm clicking on text here, clicking on here, and then typing something. And then you can see it's really small, but again, on the right side is all the things for the thing that you clicked on. So that's text right here. And you can see I can make it as big as I want. So right near here, it tells me what fonts. There's a ton of fonts. In fact, I should move myself on this side because this right side has a lot of stuff. So look at all these fonts, like Jersey 10, that's really cool. And then I can make this whatever size you want. Because it's 4500 by 5400, it's really big. So I'm gonna have to make my font like really big, like 600. There you go. So something, there you go. Oh, and it underlined it if it was spelt wrong, but I can come in here and now I can look at some of these fonts, right? Look at some of these, it's really cool. And you can use these for t-shirt designs. So I'm gonna do this one, the Jolly Lodger, cool. And just like in some of the other graphics, when you hit Option, click and drag, you can copy. So there you go, something, something. This right here is a comment. So this is mainly for when you want to leave a comment for yourself, or if you're in a team, you can come in here, leave a comment like, I like this font. Boom, right? And then so there's a comment for somebody. If you're working in the team, maybe they'll see it and like, oh, he likes that font or whatever, right? And then this one, what is this? Oh, this is search for different things that you want to do. So this is just this is some quick keys, paste properties, strike through, some other things that you don't need. And this one right here is for dev mode. Because we're not creating an app or anything, we don't need to turn that on. And it's you need to pay for that too, so I'm not going to touch that. All right, and oh, and you can remove the comments, like right click on it and then hide comments. Boom. A lot of right click going on too, so anything on here like this text, you can see you can move and do stuff. Let me see if it's the same for a shape. Okay, I'm going to draw this, right click on it. Yeah, pretty much the same. So you can copy, paste, select layer, move it back and forth, and so on. All right, so I'm going to go to this right side just for some of these. So on the text, we've seen some of these already. Position, so you can center it, right? Or left align or center or things like that. You can position it just by typing in. You can transform, so you can like move it. If you see right here where it turns, right there, it's hard to see right there. You can actually turn the handles like that, and that will reflect here in the transform. And you can mirror it, flip it this way, and so on, right? So you can have fun with that. And turn it around. Oops, I'm messing that up. So I'm just gonna Command Z back to where it was. There you go, that's something. All right, and then let's see, appearance, opacity, you can play with that, corner radius, typography and stuff that we saw already. And this is saying align top, align middle, align bottom, align center, and all those things. And then color, of course. So if you wanted to make this like a red or whatever, you got that. And if you wanted to add a stroke or some effects, it doesn't have like text effects, but it does have drop shadow, layer blur, and this kind of simple effects. And this is where we're going to export. All right, so that's everything. Oh, you may have seen this prototype. We don't need to do that. This is prototyping for a website. So click here, what happens, and button. If you click this button, what happens? Can we do this and this? And it's really cool. You can set play. And so it works like a real website when people click and things like that. But for t-shirts, you don't actually need that. So I think we went over everything. Let me show you how to build a t-shirt design. So let's do it. All I have to do here is I love to read or something like that. This isn't like, I didn't do any research on what this is, but I'm just showing you. What I would do is get this all the way to the edge here, edge and edge, oops, edge and edge, and then move this to be centered right there. And now I can have a better control of like what size I need it. So let's say I love to read, what if it's all caps? I'm gonna do, I love to read books. Okay, and then do that. And then I can bring this in here and make this as big as I need to be. Right, I brought this in. And then if I want to copy this and bring it down here, is an adventure. Cool. Something like that. Not the best t-shirt design ever, but you can change the fonts again on here to whatever you need. Maybe you want something more classic on here. There's a bunch of good ones here. Or maybe you want something in a script or something like that. You can see some of these cool ones. All right. Now, unfortunately, there's not a arc thing. I would love to have that since there's a tall middle here. And I think, you know, that maybe there's a plugin to do that, but by basic, you don't have that feature right here. And I'm gonna change this to say Books are my Valentine. Oh, books. Now, if it's too big like that, what thing you can do is change it to the other, another font. This one was, what is this? Lead Gothic. So if I want to come in here and type in Lead Gothic, there we go. Right, and there. Okay. Now, if you want to see what it's like, we can also change the background of the frame color. Click on the frame. Click here, and looks like what it would be on black. And this doesn't really work on black. So, but I can see like what would it look like on pink or lighter color like that. That could work. So maybe I want to change this red to a black, right? Or gray, whatever this is, kind of a muddy gray here, and that's taking the color from that, right? So there you go, very simple. You can play with the fonts, you can make this bigger, you can make this smaller. The way to make this smaller is to go here and type in 550 or something like that, and that works. All right, so once you have the design, what you want to do is remove the background, so itself, so this color. You can come in here and remove the fill. There's nothing there now. You saw that I clicked that. I'm gonna just get rid of this just so there's nothing there. And I'm gonna click on frame, and I'm gonna export as a PNG, one size. Now you can do bigger size or smaller size automatically, but I think just leaving it at one size. If you have it at 4500 by 5400, that's great. And I'm gonna hit export frame 1. I can also change this right here to say whatever you want. I love to read. Okay, super basic. And then I'm going to export this. You can see it exported here, and I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like right here. I'm going to drag it into Amazon Merch on Demand so you can see what it looks like on a t-shirt. All right, so just to wrap this up, I know this video is a little long, but it's a full tutorial, so I wanted to make sure that you see that you can actually use it. So here's my PNG. I'll drag it into here. Again, this isn't the best t-shirt design ever, but it works. And you can do some research to find out, but look on the white t-shirt. There you go. It works. That's what it would look like. Now you can do the same thing for a black t-shirt. Just make sure you change the background, change the colors to things. Like you couldn't use this artwork, but you could use some white text and some artwork that's white and do the same thing. So this will go on here and find out what colors they work well for. And there you go, free app to design or create designs for print on demand, and you can make as many as you want. Before I end this video, I totally forgot. I skipped over this major one right here, and that is the pen tool and the pencil tool. So there's some really cool ones actually that you could use. So I'm going to move these away here. Actually, just these things. Let's move it away here. And this comment, I thought I got rid of it. I'm going to right-click and mark as resolved. Yes, sure. Boom, it's gone. All right, so pen tool right here. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to zoom in actually. And you can see it works just like a pen tool with the Bezier curves and everything. So if you need to draw something, you can. You can definitely draw something in the strokes right here, and you can make the stroke bigger right here. You can make the stroke in the center, inside, outside, and it knows that this is a vector. So let me show you what this looks like with like a bigger stroke. 5, maybe 10. 10, and of course you can color the stroke. So you can do a lot of cool drawings if you need to like draw something. You have the shapes, but you can also make like really cool shapes, like if you want a fire or whatever you need to, if you're really good at using the pen tool. It's free here in Figma. The other thing you have here is, oh, you can actually fill it too. So boom, you can fill that area, and it can be the same color if you want. So that's cool. You also have the pencil tool, which is kind of more free form. So if you can go like that, and that's a vector too. So I can come in here and swipe these. I can make this the bigger weight, so maybe that's 50 instead. Wait, now my shape is bigger like that. I can do some like big things like that. And I can select, like come back here and then select all of these, and I can change the color. So here, if I want to make those all red or whatever color I need, I can do that. So yeah, some pretty cool things that I totally forgot. The pen and pencil tool is key. Not key, but you can use this to make a lot of different things. So if you come in here, I know that some of these were vectors already, but if you're really patient, you can go and draw things and keep it in your file. Like maybe you want to draw a flower, and then you'll have your own flower in here by vectors, or you can bring in a SVG too. So didn't want to miss that. I know I kind of skipped over, went from shapes to letters here, but that can be really important. So there you go, that's Figma, and that's the full tutorial. Now Figma can do a lot more things, and you can probably make a lot better or nicer t-shirts than the one I just did, but as a concept, you can see you can bring in PNG files, you can bring in SVG files, color it, use the text on there, bring in fonts that you like, and text and color it and all those things. So very cool if you're gonna do like some simple text designs. It doesn't do all the like fancy things that Kittle does with the text effects and everything, but the cool thing is this is totally free, it's online, and you can try it out. So I think this is a really good beginner app. Now it's not a beginner app for AI or UI or UX. It's a good beginner app for t-shirt design because it wasn't made for t-shirt design. We're kind of hacking it to make it work for us. It doesn't have all those text effects and stuff, but I think it's a great start if you're looking for something for free. If you need something to put things together, it handles, you know, it has the pen tool and all those things that you can use, and have fun with it. So hopefully this tutorial was really helpful for you. If you want to see another tutorial, I do a lot of tutorials with other apps like Canva and Affinity Designer. I'll put the Canva tutorial right here if you like using that. You can see how to use those things. I have a whole playlist. If you want me to make more for Figma, let me know that in the comments, or if you use it, or if you want to learn how to do other things. Thanks again for watching, and as always guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.